Very good evening. You're watching Big Bang with me, Shruti. And first up, BEO officials have been arrested for illegally selling textbooks. Shankarpuram police arrest two BEO officials, and the officials were caught selling textbooks to scrap dealers. Police have confiscated more than 1,000 textbooks. Well, this is the big news that we're tracking at this point in time. BEO officials have been arrested for illegally selling textbooks. Shankarpuram police arrested two BEO officials. The officials were caught selling textbooks to scrap dealers. The police have confiscated more than 1,000 textbooks from them. For more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Akshita. Akshita, take us through what really happened, how the books went missing and how it was caught by the police.
Well, Shruti, what we have to keep in mind is that there is a dearth as of now with regards to the textbooks available for several classes. In fact, it is understood that there was a lot of confusion. There's a huge shortage. We know, of course, that the schools have already begun. So as it is, there was a huge issue at hand. Now, how people realized that such a scam was happening was the people of Shankarpuram, which is where the two men, Dhananjay and Krishnamurthy, were nabbed, found them actually going ahead and giving out these textbooks. It is understood that over 1,000 textbooks were present and they were being given away to scrap dealers for money, is what we understand. Now, considering that there's such a huge issue, these are, of course, block education officers. So considering that there's already such a shortage, this definitely comes as absolutely shocking, because everyone's been talking about how the several officers present, they have been trying to get together and find a solution at hand, try to ensure that they do have enough number of textbooks for students. Considering that school has begun, the students themselves have been suffering to a great extent. And what I understand is that these textbooks that were found were science textbooks, maths, social studies, as well as Kannada textbooks. All these were found among those textbooks, and we have to keep in mind, of course, as of now, they're not really publishing those textbooks anymore. They started concentrating on the 10th as well as the PUC textbooks, considering that those are the top priority. These were 6th standard textbooks, is what we understand, Shruti. So, of course, keeping that in mind, it doesn't look like they'll be able to compensate for the fact that so many textbooks were taken away. But fortunately, it's been nabbed. They've nabbed the two officials as well as taken all the 1,000 textbooks. They have been confiscated, is what we understand, Shruti.
Well, thank you so much, Akshita, for joining in with all those details. Moving on, Shobha, a maidservant of Kannada actress Shruti, has alleged of her ill-treating and threatening her. Shobha is a resident of Basaveshwar Nagar. It is said that Shobha would on revealing Shruti's personal details to others. For this reason, Shruti and her friend Satish summoned her to their house and locked up Shobha's child and then attacked her brutally. Another friend of Shruti, Balu too, finds himself in the dock as Shobha alleges that Balu too issued death threats to her. She will lodge a police complaint tomorrow. Well, Kannada actress Shruti has again come into the news. She's hit the headlines this time because her maidservant Shobha has alleged that Shruti had ill-treated her maid Shobha. And not just Shruti, her friend Babu is also alleged to have ill-treated Shobha. Shobha is set to file a complaint tomorrow against Shruti and her friend Balu. And moving on, Mandur will be like any other village in Karnataka in just 5 months, according to the Chief Minister. But will it actually happen is the big question.
Garbage dumping in Mandur to stop immediately. A cleaner and healthier Mandur in 5 months. In a meeting with the Reswami and representatives of the village at his residence today, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah assured that garbage will not enter Mandur henceforth. In addition to this, he's also stated that the landfills will be cleared and the villagers will get their homes back. The ministers also agreed to give it in writing.
5 ತಿಂಗಳ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಕಸವು ಬೀಳದೇ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರು ಏರ್ಪಾಡು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾನು ಶತಾಯುಗತಾಯು ನಾನು ಇದು ಮಾಡೋನಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಭರವಸೆ ಇಡಿ, ನಾನು ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
But this is not the first time. Former Chief Minister Jagdish Shettar too had promised to rid Mandoor of its garbage within a period of 1 year. Well, it was clearly not done. To avoid a similar situation this time around, the people of Mandoor have put forth a few demands.
ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಮಂಡೂರು ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇವರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಭೆ ನಡೀಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಿಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು. ಮತ್ತು 2 ತಿಂಗಳ ಮುಂಚೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅವಧಿಗೆ 2 ತಿಂಗಳ ಮುಂಚೆ 80% ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಾವು ಷರತ್ತು ಹಾಕಿರೋದು.
The officials have been asked to review the current situation in Mandoor and start working on it immediately. Garbage in the existing landfills in Mandoor will be covered with soil. This will be done to suppress the overpowering stench. Deep trenches around the landfills will be dug out to prevent the slush from contaminating water sources in the village. Though Palaki is allowed to dump garbage here, it will only be permissible between 10 in the night to 5 in the morning, and it will altogether stop by December 1st. To prevent additional load, the garbage from Devanahalli and Hoskote will not be dumped in Mandoor. The contract given to Gayatri Srinivas Company will be reviewed. The work of every officer involved in the project will be closely monitored, and the monthly meetings will be chaired by the Chief Minister himself. The condition put forth by the people of Mandoor is that 80% of their job be completed in the first 3 months itself. The first step will be to cover the garbage with soil. Then waste segregation will be taken up and garbage will not be dumped here henceforth. The Indian Institute of Science is expected to provide technical know-how to solve the issue faster. Solid waste apart, another major concern would be to tackle the water contamination issue. Following CM's assurance, the residents of Mandoor have decided to go easy on the government for now. A News 9 report.
Right now, you might be sitting and watching television with a handkerchief on your nose. The smell of that rotting garbage is too much to bear. Though Mandoor has finally agreed to the 5-month deadline, the situation is bad enough already. There are many dumping grounds that have come up across the city. In some homes, uncollected garbage is stinking. So what are the men in charge doing? You might be thinking they are working hard to solve the crisis. But wait, they are working hard elsewhere.
बार बार हाँ बोलो यार हाँ अपनी जीत हो इनकी हार हाँ.
As Mandoor continues to lose the battle to the piling garbage, as Bengaluru continues to lose the battle to the rising stink, the mayor of the city and his men are getting up for a different kind of victory.
ಹುಲ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
टूट गई जब उंगली मुट्ठी पांचों मिली तो बन गई मुट्ठी.
The stark contrast in these two visuals has left us speechless. On one side, you have the poor people of Mandoor on glucose strips, fasting for days to save their village. On the other, you have the men who are responsible for saving these people from this misery. They are busy shedding those piled up kilos, working hard to save their cricket team. The all-important match for which the mayor and these corporators woke up in the morning to practice will be held on Kempe Gowda Day. That is 22nd June 2014. Visuals have said enough. Now let us show you some statistics too. We have been told that the official budget for this big shot cricket tournament would be around 30 lakh rupees. But unofficial sources have said that the figure could be much more than 40 lakh rupees. And this money would be spent for 150 t-shirts and tracksuits, 150 pairs of shoes and around 5 to 10 cricket bats. 15,000 rupees would be spent on each person's training material, which would include shoes worth 8 to 6,000 rupees, t-shirts and tracksuit worth 2,000 rupees, and cricket kit worth between 3,000 and 4,000 rupees. Oh, by the way, did we forget to mention that they prefer only Nike and Adidas?
ಇಂಡೋರ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು. ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. 22ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಮೇಯರ್ 11 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈವನ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲೂ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಟಗಾರರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಮನೋಭಾವದಿಂದ ಆಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯನೂ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅದೀಗ ಕಸ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಮಂಡೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮ್ ಅದಕ್ಕನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇದು ಮಂಡೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವ ಇದು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವಂತೂ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಸ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗಲೂ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಗಾಡಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲ 8 ಗಂಟೆ ಗಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟೆರಾಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಬಂದು ಇದು ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಹೋಗುವ ಆಟ ಇದು.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ನಾವು ಕಸ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ವಾರ್ಡ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ರಸ್ತೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕಸಗಳನ್ನ ಎತ್ತುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆ ಪ್ರಯುಕ್ತ 1 ವಾರದ ಕಾಲ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಮಹಾನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಪಂದ್ಯ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು 1 ವಾರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಂದ್ಯ ಆಡೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಿರತರಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
The mayor says that this cricket match and these practice sessions are a good team building exercise. But will this team be able to rid Bengaluru of its garbage mess? Will this 40 lakh or so rupees do any good to us too? Wait for 5 months. This is what the new deadline says. Pramod for News 9, Bengaluru.
And while the BBMP is busy playing bat and ball, the stink of Mandur reaches Bengaluru streets. We wanted to see what is happening to the city's garbage now that the Mandur landfills were no longer an option, and this is what we found.
This is the state of many localities in Bengaluru. The garbage has either not been cleared or even worse, dumped here because of lack of space. The residents get a taste of what the people of Mandur have been facing for the past 8 years. Huge piles of garbage are seen on the roads, footpaths, around street corners and empty plots. But the BBMP officials seem to be least bothered now that they have more important things to attend to. KR Market is one of the busiest markets in the city, with hundreds of vendors selling flowers, fruits and vegetables among others.